Hey, how old are you?
29. I'll be 30. I'll be 30 next month.
You don't ask women that.
It's okay. I'm ready. I love it. I'm excited to be 30.
So you're 29, and who influenced you to go down this avenue? As like, oh, because like there's not many black women like in sports. So
Yeah.
who did you see on television, and when did you think like I want to do that for a living?
Oh my gosh. I mean, I remember so distinctly when I saw Pam Oliver on television. But then I also grew up, in the metro Atlanta area. I was watching like Monica Pearson.
Yeah.
So I was really fortunate to be able to watch a lot of Black women on TV. And I knew I wanted to do sports journalism. So like, I remember my first real interview, and I say real in quotes because it was awful and he was just answering my questions. My uncle was actually Lou Brock. So
Okay.
he would allow me to interview him. So that was like one of the first real ones I did. And then I went to high school with Stephen Atwater's children, and my dad and Steve Atwater went to high school together, and so did their dads. So he's a very good family friend of ours. So I got to interview him too. So I got chances to talk to people that like really had something to say and try to get better at it. They let me interview them as many times as I asked, and I hope it got better each time.
So now, what's your next goal?
I mean, so many things. Like I obviously I know that it's important to have these set goals and things that are tangible, things that you can reach and say, okay, check that off the list. But what I have found for myself is sometimes I set goals and then I get focused on that being that specific thing. And you're almost inherently putting yourself into a box when you set a goal.
Yeah.
Because you say, okay, I want to reach that. But it's like, I actually want to reach further than whatever that goal is. So I try to have myself reach like feelings. And for me, what I eventually want with my interviews, I want them to feel necessary. I always bring up like an Oprah comparison.
Yeah.
Of like, I knew when I left school, every single person in every single house was watching Oprah. Like it was what everyone did. And if you didn't watch it, you felt like you missed out. Like Oprah was a very like necessary part of like society and culture. And you felt something when you watched her and you knew what you were going to get. And I just think my goal is to reach a place where the content I'm creating is necessary. And I don't know what that looks like or where that leads, but that's just what I eventually want them all to feel like.
Let me tell you something. I think what you said is really profound. I'm gonna tell you why. Because when I go speak to kids all the time, they say, well, what goals did you set? I says, I didn't set goals. I said, I'm gonna tell you why. I said, because if I said, well, I want to make the high school team, I said, I'm like, well, I would have been content with that. Then I said, I want to make the college team. I would have been content with that. Then I said, I want to make an NBA. So I says, I always tell myself, just keep getting better at what you're doing. Because if you set goals and accomplish that goal, some people turn it off after that. Because you don't really know what you can accomplish until you just keep pushing, and pushing. So I hope the people at home, the way you said that, like, I'm not sure about setting goals because I never grew up thinking I was going to be Charles Barkley. My first goal was like, I want to make the high school team.
Yeah, but even that is goal setting. I mean,
know,
I think you can get places and reset.
Well,
it's like,
well,
that drives you.
I guess that's a better way of saying it. You have to reset your goals all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
But a lot of people don't,
Yeah.
Ernie.
Oh, true.
A lot of people.
Hey, I got here. That's all I wanted to do.
And I'm like, nah,
Yeah.
man, you don't know.
Yeah, because you talk, Taylor, about watching Monica Kaufman Pearson. I used to work with her at WSB, by the way, way back in the day.
Well, she turned out good. What happened to you?
I don't know. I'm still waiting to see. I need to reset some goals.